I want to help you get the most out of your exercise in this weird time that we're living in. So a lot of us are simply eating more calories just because we have food available all day long. Now, that can trigger so quickly a shame cycle, but it can also trigger that feeling of paralysis where you're like, whatever, I've already blown it, I'll just throw in the towel. But I want to encourage you, those extra calories that you might be eating in this season can actually be incredibly helpful for your exercise. Now, most of us tend to overeat carbohydrates, and carbohydrates, the storage form of carbohydrate is glycogen. It's stored inside of your muscles, and it's also stored in your liver. And as we have tightly, densely packed glycogen, it is such a wonderful available form of energy. That energy can be used during exercise. So often when we're doing something like a high intensity interval training, our muscles and our liver will burn through that glycogen so fast. But if we have more reserves in our tank, we're able to do those things at a higher intensity for a longer duration. It's really fun. Sometimes you can feel like Superman when you're exercising because you just have more energy to tackle the exercise that you're doing. So I encourage you, use those extra calories to challenge yourself. If you're used to doing 5 sets, or if you're used to doing 6 sets of intervals, challenge yourself to push past that mark, to move into the 8, 9, or 10 range and see how your body responds to that. Also, what you can do is to challenge yourself during your cardiovascular exercise. So whether you're running in this season, which is so awesome to get outside, or just simply taking a walk, push your pace and push your duration just a little bit because you've got more in the tank. You've got more to work with right now. Use that to your advantage. It's not a disadvantage. Use it to your advantage. You can also do that if you're doing stationary cycling, riding the elliptical, or rowing. Use those calories to help increase your exercise intensity and or lengthen your exercise duration. I also encourage you in this time, pick the exercises that you like. Prioritize them at the top of the list. So often we can get in a state if we're feeling a little bit under the weather, or we're feeling a little bit frustrated or down. Those exercises that we like where you feel strong, put those at the top of your priority list. Like, I love doing lower body exercise. Like, I feel strong and powerful if I can use my legs. Those exercises will give me something to look forward to in the day. So we can certainly focus in this time too on the areas where we're not strong, and to push our body into new areas that we haven't worked on in the past. But if that causes you to dread exercise, where you're skipping it or you're avoiding that consistency that makes so many changes, you know what? That's it. Now is not the time. Focus on the things that bring you joy. Focus on the things that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck and are going to be specific for the outcomes that you're looking for. Exercise specificity matters. If you're working on strength, just as a reminder, 6 to 12 repetitions, that's the range that you want to shoot for when you're doing work. Hit at least 1 to 2 sets at bare minimum. Same thing, if you're working on muscular endurance, lengthen that repetition range. Aim for 15 to 20. That's what's going to give you the benefits that you're looking for. Exercise is like a recipe. If you just throw in a bunch of ingredients and hope that you're going to get that perfect loaf of bread, it's not going to work very well. You have to put in the components of that recipe to help your body adapt in the way that you want to, and to get those results that are going to keep you coming back day after day. So make sure that you're using those calories to your advantage. Prioritize the exercise that you like, and then open your mind for just a moment to think about the things that you can do that you might have eliminated from your thoughts in the past. So if you've had a kind of an aversion, or said, I don't really do that, try something new. Try a new motor skill that you haven't done before. It's incredibly fun, even a little frustrating, but it can get your body to kind of expand the things that you have skills to be able to perform. It's so fun. Okay, take care of that beautiful body. We're in it together. Talk to you soon.